Well, sir, finally we're into the game.
Seconds.
Only took a few extra minutes, but we're in, man. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Alright, man, let's see what we got
Reserve
here. So
time.
Slardar still evidently a top tier pick for everybody. Nothing changed with
Dyer's
him.
pick.
Wards and Base is a big
Dyer's
fan of the
ban.
Bane as well too, so no surprise there. How do you feel about the first phase Earth Spirit ban?
Well, I haven't been watching too much Words and Base, but they actually played it in their last series, didn't they?
Yeah,
Seconds to
they played it
go.
to great effect too. That was a huge comeback when they had it versus Team Ghost in their second game.
Radiance
Yeah.
ban.
They ran him in the off lane too, so he was able to get good levels and decent farm. So yeah, it's definitely good scouting out for ME for sure. Just taking it out of the equation, because
Yeah, I think
10
Earth
seconds
Spirit
to go.
in the hands of a good Earth Spirit player, he could just
5 seconds.
be devastating.
oh yeah,
So
it's just
I
such
think,
a
I
mobile
think it was a
hero
good ban.
for sure.
Dyer's ban.
Gyro still, he won't go away. He just won't go away. In the professional scene and all competitive, he's just I guess he's just that well rounded and that good of a hero. It's just he won't go away. So
10
see
seconds
him
to
picked
go.
up early too. Great pairing with the Dazzle too for that base
5
siege,
seconds.
the one-man gyro tank.
Reserve
So
time.
actually, I didn't know this, but okay. So for wards and base, the team function is not working for them because their real mid player, they were using a stand-in previously or last week, so they have their actual mid player, and he's not on the team, so they can't use their tag. So it'll be a little bit harder to discern who's who, but not too bad. So I decided to take out the Death Prophet. I don't know, what way do you think these guys go with this draft here, even though it's still pretty early on?
I'm thinking
Radiant's pick.
off of the first two picks here, I'm probably gonna butcher their name, but I think their name is Moribund or something like that. But I think that they're gonna look for a team fight here, and I think Dyer is more pickoffs.
Dyer's pick.
Yeah, wow, a Chen pick. That is not something you see every day, man. I like it though, especially with all the changes he's had recently. He's a lot stronger these last couple patches than he has been in the past, so if you got that micro skill, he's a hell of a hero to pick. Venge is not one I've seen them pick up very often. So they got the minus armor on lockdown already. Not to mention lockdown, they have a lot of crowd control for sure. A lot of minus armor. It's a really, and then the way they play together too is just they're so in sync, which you can expect from Heroic League. But I mean, last week was definitely a great display. I mean, they were down 22k plus in that match, and just outplayed their opponent
10
towards
seconds
or down
to
the home
go.
stretch and able to bring it back. So good heroes,
5
very good
seconds.
heroes, very good synergy between them all too.
Reserve time.
So they did
Yeah, I think the biggest problem for Dyer here though is that they have too much single target abilities.
Yeah,
I think they need a
that's-
little bit more AoE.
A Lincolns would go a long way against these boys. Well, and not only that, but they all require some sort of positioning item too, that you're gonna need to farm at least relatively early because you want to take advantage of all that pickup potential and CC in the mid game. So you definitely want to get the 4 staff on the Bane and the Bench, and a blink on the Slardar. So that's something you got to keep in mind too. Everyone needs to get at least a little bit of farm here too, just to make that really effective. And of course, I mean, level 1 swap on Bench is, sorry, it's garbage. It's really bad.
Yep.
Especially if it's a 5 position support, like you're just gonna, unless you're saving somebody, you're probably gonna end up dying. And it won't be, it's just not worth it. Okay, so they found their mid.
Dyer's pick.
Still not sure which way Wards and Base is gonna go. They're so like, they all play like a pretty wide hero pool, so you've seen Beastmaster mid, they've done the Venom mid, a lot of unconventional mid lane heroes, so they take
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need some anti-push here because
Oh
if
god,
not,
Clings. Oh man,
Radiant's
that
ban.
is something I was not expecting. Wow. Wow.
Good damage, but again, it's more single target.
Yeah,
So
there's not a lot of wave clear, man. Not a lot of wave clear. Actually, no wave clear at all. So that's interesting. All right, last pick. I'm assuming I gotta say that's probably a starter off lane. So, or do you think they put the Clinks mid, or are they picking their mid and Clink safe lane?
I think Clinks will go safe lane. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna pick a mid here.
I think they have to. I agree. I agree. Looking for an off lane probably for Moribund. I don't know. They have a lot of options. I mean, they took out the Tusk and the Undying and the Clock, so I mean they're definitely looking to take out that Initiator. So, I mean, what's left? Still got Earthshaker still in the pool. I have a few options.
10
here,
seconds
so.
to go.
Yeah, I'm not too sure here what's
5
gonna
seconds.
go that great against a Viper mid.
I think with how squishy
Reserve time.
the last 3 picks are for WiB, I don't know, like a Centaur would be nice. And you definitely need someone to initiate, because I mean, call down initiation isn't ideal. So someone just to kind of start the aggression here. Clock would have been amazing, but he's banned out.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need a mid that has AoE though, because if this Viper gets a mech and Chen heal, they're just
Yeah.
gonna be taking towers like
Well,
crazy.
plus Daz, I mean, they have a lot of sustain.
Yeah,
it's a
the
decent
one
amount.
thing that is the worst, the one thing that's
10
the worst
seconds to
when you
go.
have a team like
Beastmaster.
God, they don't have their name
Dive
up.
pick.
That's screwing me up already. Words and base. There we go. One thing that sucks is for words and base, when you have all this single target and the other team has a hero like Dazzle, you can throw everything you have at their carry and all it takes is a grave, and then you instantly are just deflated if you do not kill that hero.
Oh, for sure. And they don't get me wrong, I mean, WiB has like pretty good chase potential, but
10
I mean,
seconds
still,
to
you'd
go.
really have to commit. And those last 3 heroes that they have are very squishy, so.
5 seconds.
I agree with you. I think the mid has to be someone with decent AoE, so I'm thinking probably
Reserve
Queen of Pain's
time.
still in the mix. Wouldn't be a bad pickup. Goes along well with their gank squad that they have going on. Get the AoE, get a nice Egg Scepter on her, plus Scream, so be nice wave clears. So we'll see what they go with here.
Yeah, I
know.
think Queen of Pain here is actually their best bet.
Yeah, I'm surprised she wasn't touched, but yeah, I mean, I understand the TA ban, just dire things, but
See, I don't really understand the TA ban though, because if Radiant was planning on picking Viper the entire time, then
yeah.
there's no need to ban TA. Viper would just, you know, it's naturally counter to TA.
Very true.
Maybe they had to change a heart at the last second.
Yeah, I don't think you go into a match like saying like let's get Viper, like that's I think that's just something that kind of
Unless you're just dirty Viper pickers.
well, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm sorry. I guess in my heart, Cody, I just like to think that people aren't dirty Viper. They go in with like an actual strategy and what they want to do, and then they're just like, you know what? Lena. Okay, so pretty much along the same lines as the Quap, same mentality here, same idea behind it. So, all right, man.
Yeah.
We're in.
I do like the quad better though.
Yeah, I
The
think
AoE ulti is going to be way better than the single target ulti that Lena has.
Yeah, and she's a lot more
Better
she can
get
scale
ready.
a lot better into the late
more
game as
mobile,
opposed to
too.
Alina too, so I like it a lot. Alright, so the Alex and Gorgs on the supports. B-Donk, okay, so evidently they didn't have they're going back with the stand-ins. This is the same team that played last week, so B-Donk will be mid with Alina. Slardar off lane, Frankie Crisp, they're gonna smoke right away. And then their carry's gonna be on the Clinks just like we thought. Alright, so typically we see wards in base that they like to smoke into a ward or TP into a quick ward in the opponent's jungle, but they're looking to fight, man. Looking to fight here, and
Yep.
Bane's so far
letting the
ahead.
Bane
He's gonna have it revealing the smoke before his team's even around, but they're just going for the Nightmare just to catch him out. And that's a rallying cry. They're picking frantically. Come help me, God. Oh, he misses the crush. The Grave's off in time, but I think he's going down either way. He uses a salve. One more right click. Bane's got that move speed, baby. Boom. First blood. Yeah. Oh, he went boots first just to ensure the kill. They're gonna get 2 here. An amazing start to the game, and a rune for their troubles. Not a bad way to start the game.
And
Wow.
here we go.
That's about as good as you can ask for, I think.
Mine.
Money to burn.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start. I know when I played and we'd always get the kills and the rune, it was a nice boost, but by no means does it mean game over.
Yeah.
Plenty of teams come back, so
Yeah, it's
nice. I like that word placement by Gorgs. The word behind the T1 tower mid.
Mhm.
That's a nice word placement.
Yeah, that's another
I
thing
use
with the
that
smoke.
myself.
You get those two early pickoffs, and shit, you can put words wherever you want, man. Get all the free vision you can ask for. So Beastmaster's gonna be in the off lane, pretty standard. Man, if he gets an early level 3 necro book, it's gonna be really difficult for wards and base. Yeah, I mean, like you said, they really don't have the wave clear that they were looking for. Gorks is getting gone on early too.
Yeah, words and base is actually going with an aggro try here, leaving the Clink solo.
Yeah, and I think they can get away with that at least for the first few levels. I think Beastmaster with decent micro, and if he can get the double boars up and a shout off, if he can catch Clinks unaware, he can probably walk away with a kill. I like the try.
Yeah, the one bad thing about that ward though that Gorks put down is it doesn't block any of the camps.
That's what I thought he was
So
initially
it
going to
doesn't
do.
really hurt,
honestly, that's honestly what I thought he was going to do. But oh, by the way, I think you're muted in game. By the way, I'm not sure. It's not a big deal.
In game,
Yeah.
so the team doesn't work then. All right, I'll switch it to party real quick.
All right, so Viper's
we go.
supposed to be
There we go.
dominating. Okay. I think you're good now. So Viper's supposed to be the lane dominator. Lena is still out CS team. Viper's got the denies, but it's not as convincing as you'd think it would be.
Yeah, Viper to me is playing pretty passive here. He's not really getting any harass off. He would definitely do a lot more than Lena would. Is he spamming his Q? If he is, then he shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, he is. He might get a
But
kill.
he might actually get a kill here.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
gonna be
she's
the
dead.
first kill
Yep,
in
she's
the mid.
dead.
Oh my gosh, the fairy fire! Actually, can you turn it off because for some reason mute co-broadcasters isn't working. So I'm hearing you twice. My bad, man. All right, so B-Donk there with the fairy fire. He had 2 of them. He pops 1 and is able to save his life. So absolutely huge. That's exactly what Viper wants too. So now she's back up to full health. That Chen wants to rotate so badly. He's got the centaur, but he's got a smoke too. So eventually you can see him getting ready to wrap around somewhere and go for a nice gank. But not as of right now.
Yeah, Fairy Fire, what an item.
Big fan. I wasn't initially, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but between that and I love Mango. I'll take almost every time because I mostly play in the off lane and it's pretty much invaluable. But yeah, Fairy Fire's definitely saved my hide a few times. No doubt about that.
Yeah, it's one of those items where you love it if you're the guy who has it, but you hate it if the other team is the one that uses it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, got that last hit, and then, no, sorry. But yeah, I definitely prefer Mango
Yeah,
as well.
Mango. Plus, I mean, the passive regen's just really nice too. And so actually gonna go in here and disrupt this pull. Clinks is having his way up there with Beastmaster. 20 and 8 already on the CS board. Wow, this is. I think they need to rotate someone down here. Chen needs to make some moves. Gyra is 6 and 1. It's just he's not getting anything out of here. Especially when they disrupted that pull.
Yeah, this Chen is still level 2 as well, so he's not really jungling that much either. He's just kind of posturing around mid.
Yeah, he's been sticking to those 2 camps closest to the lane. Really, he's kind of fake, do a couple pump fakes in mid as if he was going to go rotate. But I'm assuming he's still holding on to that. Yeah, he still has the smoke. I think once he gets his.
I wonder why he hasn't stacked yet and used the tornadoes to kill the stacks. He's just using the creep itself.
Oh, there we go. Someone hit level 6, didn't they? Yep, so the Arcane Rune. Chen's gonna come in and get a cleanup kill, but too little too late there as the Viper goes down as soon as Lina hits 6. Pops that ult, and the Arcane Rune's gonna make sure that that ultimate cooldown is gonna be even less than normal, so.
Yeah, Dazzle also falling bottom.
Not an ideal start for MB, so. I think they have to switch up these lanes, and Chen has his boots now, so I think he's gonna start rotating. No, they're still in the stash. Just kidding. Still has a smoke though, so he might go up top and try to make life hell for Clinks, but without detection, I think that might be in vain.
I still have the Heroes of New Earth mindset here. Whenever I hear MB, I think of Mage Bane, which is basically anti-mage.
Are you Han trash too? Oh man. No, actually, one of my really good friends that I've been playing with, pretty much since I converted over to Dota 2, he played Han for years. He was a Frozen Throne guy, and before, you know, obviously Han was out long before Dota 2, so.
Yeah, I played Han with my brother and his friends, and that was kind of just the game to hold you over until Dota came out.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of direct ports, you know. Big Pebbles fan, Armadon. Demented Shaman, #1 hero.
Oh yeah, Demented Shaman. I used to play support too.
Soul
He was
Stealer?
my guy.
Oh my gosh. I just gotta keep it mid. She's gonna go down. She's gonna pay for her crimes. Pops the Fairy Fire last second, but with that Viper ult, there's no way. And they're not getting away from this. Rogue's gonna fall down too. They have a late TP rotation. Probably just to get experience at this point. Frank and Chris are gonna rotate, and they pull off 2 big picks. But actually, the Beastmaster does go down as they made that rotation top. I think Slaughter's skipping boots and he's going right for Blink Dagger. He's got 1600 banked in on the offlane hero there. And I mean, I guess with the changes to haste, I mean, not really necessary. Although right now with Chen just going super aggressive, misses the stomp. You got 3 rotating in. They're gonna try to at least take out one of these Centaur creeps here. Get some gold for their troubles. Try to take off the pressure off mid, and this is allowing the Gyro to actually have some space here. So. Words and base commits 4 heroes now to the mid.
Yeah, I think. Oh, he's actually by his Tranquils, so he's not rushing Blink, which I'm kind of glad that he didn't, because Blink is okay, but if you don't have speed and you don't hit the Viper with your stun, he's just gonna kite you all day.
They're looking to beat the shit out of this Dazzle right now. They get another ward deep in the enemy jungle, and they're very privy to this. They are not happy. He's gonna have to take cover. Dazzle's exposed. There's a courier. They're gonna skip the courier. They want the Dazzle. Call down completely wasted, but just kind of zoning and making sure they weren't going after him.
Radiant's mid towers.
I don't know if they want to go for this. Viper's coming in.
Radiant.
Oh,
that was a nice stun.
Good. See that's really nice chaining of the stuns here. But Frankie Chris, oh my gosh, gets destroyed. Gyrocopter, so much damage. And Rocket Barrage has proven to be too much here. Beastmaster rotates. Yeah, he's level 7, so he has his Primal Roar ready, but no mana in which to use. So this is now where Lina starts regretting her life decision and coming mid. The Viper now picking up those 2 kills. He's a lot stronger. So he's gonna have treads, and he's got a quarter staff.
Bad shape.
I don't know.
Radiant's top
I was assuming what you were saying, that he was probably going to go mech, but I guess Chen will take care of that.
The Radiant.
Alright, so Clinks is
I just checked.
Clinks is left to his own devices here. Taking all the farm, he's absolutely top of the net worth, and in the CS board, he takes his first tower. They're still leaving him alone. They're going to have to rotate pretty soon here. So what do you think the Clinks goes with? Is this an Orchid rush or a Deso rush here?
I'm hoping it's a Deso rush, because Deso is just too good now with how they made it cheaper and everything.
Not only that, but I mean, ever since the change of Searing Arrows not being an orb effect anymore, it also helps a lot
that too.
So,
I mean, Orchid could be good to kind of pop up and silence the Dazzle, in the back.
Uh-oh.
But I
Viper's
really
having
think
a hell of a
that's
time here. Gets the LSA off the last auto attack's enough to finish him, but Lina again. They're gonna take 2 lateral damage here. They're killing the Viper repeatedly, but they're losing 2 heroes every time. Not the trade you're looking for.
Yep, and now we're gonna see that great tower push coming out. Mid tower here should fall.
Radiant's top tower
But Clinks is taking top.
Yeah, he's making them make a conscious decision here because he can, with one more creep wave, he can get that almost down to nothing. So they're gonna TP and rotate in. Frank Chris stunned immediately, but the Centaur gonna throw out the amp damage, and that's gonna make sure he's not there to pursue. And looks like they're not even gonna bother. I think they're just gonna let the. Okay, there we go. Viper's gonna rotate top. And Clinks is out of there. Wow, Slaughter already has 1,600 gold again. I think they're becoming a lot sooner than later.
Yeah, this is a rich Slardar, definitely having a good game here. But all that did leave the gyro to get some farm back, so it's good for him. But not a good trade.
Oh my gosh, he should have seen that one coming. Fiend's Grip goes off. And the Primal Roar down for 1 more second. Oh, he's not gonna be able to get off. They have a sentry. Oh, finished off the Clinks. Good support. The Dazzle's there to get the sentry down at the last seconds to make sure Clinks goes down. So not terrible. A lot of damage done to that T2. Looks like, oh, 1 more auto attack would have finished off the Chen. Gyro taking out the Venge, and Gyro's not making it out of there safe. He's pretty much done. Gonna try to die. Oh, perfect. There we go. New patch going to work at large creep camp there. Used to be his new best friend. Alright, so Beastmaster, he has finished off his treads and a Bastine. He's going right for the Necro Book. No blink, no scepter. No problem. Whereas Lina looks like Yules. Get some little extra bonus move speed, something to set up the LSA. Definitely agree with that pickup, 100%.
Dyer's mid towers
yeah, this mid tower's cool. They're gonna rotate into Lina, but it's a little too late here.
The Dyer couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
So a lot of early aggression with the Chen. A lot of early aggression with the Chen, but let's see. Yep, he's already got a mech too, so in about 50 gold you have enough for the arcane boots. So early Greaves, Hand of God, Scepter on the way probably after that.
Yeah, the Clinks actually went a Dragonlance.
Okay. Okay. Have not seen that made by Clinks, but I mean I get the thought process. The only thing, it's just once later in the game it just becomes like a dead item slot. Once you start getting more farm, but
yeah, I would have much rather just saved for the Deso.
Yeah, I mean how much is Dragonlance? Okay. Beastmaster
Aurora
pops
down
his
bottom,
ult. They're gonna try to take out the Venge, but no avail. Call down's drop, only gonna hit 1. Nice swap. Lina comes in, finishes off with the ult. Oh my gosh, this gyro though. Oh my gosh, Black Cannon. Please nerf. Please nerf. Just too much damage.
Yeah, this is where Radiant's team fight is just gonna be too much for Dyer. They can't fight. They just gotta make space, let this Clinks do his thing, but they can't give up kills.
Yeah, I mean, Clinks isn't going to be able to split push at this rate, I mean, especially with the Chen there. They have so much sustain now.
Dyer's bottom tower got blown to bits.
Yeah. Necrobook's going to be done in just a couple more 100 gold too, so this push is going to be real. They're just going to deathball, yeah, there's no reason to stop. Clinks is coming over, but he's just too slow.
Guess what's happening
Right, he looks like he's going to wrap his way around.
And Dazzle's coming with dust.
They get a swap in. They're going to try to take him out. Another call down. There's such a short cooldown. They pop them back, and Lina's might die from the tick down from the ult. They're going to use another Fiend's Grip on the gyro. They got to be able to take him down. Hand of God's in there. Brain Sap finishes him off here. Viper's going to get 1 kill. Oh my gosh. Streams up again. Wow. Even when it looks like they're able to take a good trade, it doesn't pan out for them. They're going to be able to get the Chen here, it looks like. No mana for Crush, no wand charges either. Maybe not? Maybe not.
Guess what's happening to Dire?
Beastmaster. Still no slithering crush. They're gonna try to block him off. Blink's in front of him. And they're just having a wild goose chase here. You got 2 boars up slowing him down. He's got to get 1 attacking each of them here. There you go. Chen's in there to make sure his buddy's safe. Wow. A lot of time and hero commitment for pretty much nothing. Like I said,
as you saw, Slardar just got kited.
Yeah. Well,
way too easy there.
There's too many ways to kite him, and they have just so much sustain, like we talked about in the draft. When you get the swap off, and it's the gyro. I mean, he has no defensive items at all. He went right for Helm of the Dominator. You know, it's that and phase boots. Like, he's not tanky by any means. But
yeah, I think that was the best chance that the Dire was gonna have. They got the Chen, tried to blow him up real fast, but he ended up living, gets the mech off, and then gets the Chen heal, and then...
Yeah.
I think the mistake that Radiant made there was the 2 supports and Beastmaster left to the left to kill the Clinks. I think if they would have stayed with their 2 carries, they actually could have killed 4 heroes and just left the Clinks go. So maybe a little bit of a mistake there, but overall, it still worked out.
Yeah, looks like Viper actually ended up going with the Dragonlance as well, which we saw from the quarterstaff build-up. Holy crap, big team fight, and 3 go down for WiB. And this
yeah,
ball, I mean, they can just keep doing this.
The call down.
Yeah,
Call down.
If it just hits 2 heroes, it just does so much damage because this team is so squishy. All heroes that died are just so fragile this early in the game. Clinks is coming in, but it's not enough. That Dragonlance isn't gonna do anything. Mech goes off and everyone's good to go again.
Yeah, and they have Dazzle ulti coming up as well, so they can definitely go either take Roche or push.
This Chen is so rich right now. He's gonna have Guardian Creeps in just a couple hundred gold. 17 minutes into the game. Unbelievable. Slardar scouts out, gets the amp damage on the Beastmaster. He's got no backup though. Be careful here, brother.
They're trying to backdoor, and this could be really bad.
Yeah. I think the bench is going to go down almost immediately. Oh, there we go. Laguna Blade right to the face of the Gyrocopter. Hand of God keeping the Viper alive, and Clinks, he's got dust on him. He's got to run for his life right now. Yeah, Slardar, it's just, Chen's too powerful right now. The Bane's trying to, he's got to shatter him, and he's trying to hide. LSA here, and there we go. Pops Primal Roar. Lena's gonna go down as well. Triple kill for the Chen. That's Guardian Greaves, boys. 17.5 minutes in. Wow. So 3 for 2 overall, but you just see how ineffective that Clinks is. I mean, he does so much damage. Even with the Deso, like, he does a lot. He would have done a lot of damage, but in level 2 Hand of God, you got Mech, you got the Dazzle heal, and it's hard to overcome.
Yeah, that was a really big throw by MB though. They tried to backdoor that tower and they spent like a good 15 seconds trying to backdoor it.
Yeah, it's in deny range now. We had 2 heroes walk right by it. Maybe mind games, they're trying to bait him.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. They still got 3 kills, but they did lose the Gyro and the Viper.
Who's going his first
overall,
major item's
pretty
gonna be
well.
BKB, it looks like. So, oh, huge ancient stack. Gyrocopter is gonna get rich. He's looking to finish up that BKB sub 20 minutes. He's well on his way here. That's a huge stack.
Yeah, I don't really like the BKB here on Gyro though. They have Swap to go through, Lena ulti to go through, Vayne ulti to go through.
No Scepter on the Lena.
Lardar's ulti goes through.
I don't know. I think he's gonna have to get it, if not first item, probably second item, because they're in the team fights. They're throwing everything at him. So if he can survive even for a little bit longer, I think it's gonna be well worth his while.
Yeah,
Because
that is
they're already
true. I
committing
mean,
so
he'll be able to evade the stuns and everything, so that's good.
Yeah.
But like if he gets Bane ultied and they don't have the roar onto the Bane and he gets the full ulti off, then I think Gyro can still just get bursted down.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of good and bad with the BKB of all those heals, but little difficult to use it when you're magic. Okay, so they do sneak in the quick Roche with the Slardar ultimate. Klink's now going for the death, so he's got both the hammers. Just needs 80 gold to finish it off here. And they're looking to be aggressive. Once he finishes that death, so that's go time, I think. They're gonna try to pick up the Chen here. He's got Hand of God, pops the Greaves, but not enough. He's exploded. BM ult goes out. Get a nice swap into call down, hits 3. Well, and see, that's the thing. The slow with the call down and the Viper, they can just run everybody down. Yikes. I don't know how you fight into that, man. I really don't. They burst the Chen almost instantly, even with the Greaves being popped, but they expend a lot for it, and they lose 3 in the process.
Yeah, it's beyond the point where earlier picking off that Chen probably would have won them the fight, but it's at the point now where he did enough to where his carries are farmed now. So even if you kill him, then it doesn't really matter. You still gotta face off against farm
This feels
carries
like
on
TI4, man. The
medium.
20-minute death ball. Klinks is doing a lot of damage. He has a Deso finished up, so he's been pretty good about taking out the creeps with Dark Pack too. But it's just doesn't seem to be enough.
They can
Viper
definitely fight
ulti's
here.
ult. Yeah, definitely. Hand of God goes out, all the heals, everything's expended. Another call down goes down. Frankie Chris, Slardar, trying to get all the damage he can out. He hangs in there, but he's going down. Klinks doing so much damage, but taking so much too. Aegis is popped. He's coming back, and that Viper is history. Looks like they're gonna go for the Dazzler. He decides to pop the heal. He has enough sick charges to pop Grave. Viper goes down. Chen comes back in, takes out Slardar. They're gonna still have to work to get this Dazzler. He's running away here. He's got a ton of armor. 17 and rising here. I think he's kind of committed to his fate now. Yeah, sorry, buddy. So a little ring around the rosy, and I mean 4 for 4. It's not terrible because they lost. Did they lose the Bane? No, they didn't lose the Bane. So 3 for 4. So Chen going right for the scepter. Already assumed. Slardar going for BKB, and Necro with 3 already done on the Beast.
Radiant's mid tower's in trouble.
It's impressive. BKB finished on Gyro. Alright, so does he go damage right away now? Might as well.
I was a big fan of MKB on Gyro when it was popular. Not so popular anymore. I would say he has all the heals and protection that he needs,
Yeah.
so I would definitely go with some DPS now.
Yeah, I think as long as he's fairly cognizant of when he's using his BKB, I think he'll be just fine. Because that's the only thing that sucks about getting it first item. I mean, as the game draws on, you know, it gets lower and lower. I like this sentry, double sentry placement here. Good coverage. Slardar farming boars. Let's check the graphs real quick here. Yeah, I mean, WiB had a nice little comeback there with that last team fight. So, all right. So now, do you continue with the death ball, or are you kind of worried now? Now that Wards and Base is starting to get their items online here.
If I was Radiant, what I would do is definitely group up, take that last T2 top, and wait for next Roche. Grab Roche, and then push high ground. That would be my plan.
Looks like Viper. I don't know. I don't think this is an SNY. This might be a Halberd for the Klinks, maybe. Hard to tell at this point. Gyro's got about 1,700 saves, so getting ready to work on that next tier item. Meanwhile, WiB, they're marching right down mid. Gonna force the glyph. I think they're just gonna go T2 for T2 here. All 5 of MB's heroes are up top though with the Chen, so you're not gonna take it faster than they will. Klink's also doing work. Gets the T2 bottom, so after this, all outer towers for Moribund are gonna be out. Wow. All right. You want to push? We can push too, my friend. Alright, Clinks gets his first defensive item.
Radiant's
I'm okay with this. With the way he's going in and out of the fights, BKB might be smarter. Oh my gosh, so much damage on this T3 top already. It's already gone.
Yeah, I think if they win the fight here with no buybacks, they just win the game.
I mean, they're controlling the Viper, but they need to take somebody out. Call down. BKB used by the gyro. He's trying to run people down, but Clinks is the only one he's going to find. Nice, a great defensive swap, but I think they're both going to go down regardless. And they will. I think that might be. We got buybacks coming out. Clinks just finished his Lincolns. There's no buyback. That's a Rax. So much sustain. Look at these heals coming out. They're so all full health. Just look at all these creeps. It's unbelievable. Between the Chen and the Necro books, just unbelievable. Wow. That is rough losing a Rax that early. And like we talked about in the draft, they don't have wave clear.
Yeah, Words and Base is in a rough spot because that's a fight that you have to defend, but that's a fight where if you lose, you're going to lose a Rax, potentially the game.
Yeah, they're just not equipped at this stage in the game to make that. Okay, now we have a smoke near where they just took the Rax, and it looks like they might be able to pick off the Lina if they're not careful. They use the call down. She blinks out just in time. Oh man, this is just such a rough spot, like you said. Swaps up. They might try to get one out, but I mean, okay. Wheels on the gyro.
BKB back up.
Just in time. Wow. And they're gonna try to save, but yeah, like again, they're both going down. That might be it, man. Oh my gosh, the grease.
Yeah, Radiant should just push the tower here.
Yeah, I mean, Necro 3's back up. Lina throws out an ultimate, but in vain. He'll be healed up momentarily. And this the gyro tank. It's about a third HP off that T3 mid, so. Wow. And there's so much gold here on the Radiant. Clink's still top of the net worth, but it's literally 4 heroes in between him and the next closest Wars and Base player, so. Dazzle finishes up the Solar Crest. Feels like 2 Guardian Greaves, might not be the best call, so. Chen, 300 gold away from finishing Scepter too, by the way. That's scary. It's hard enough clearing their waves, and then they get Ancient Creeps in the mix. Alright, Cody. From a competitive standpoint, man, we've seen them come back from being down a lot, but this just seems really bleak. I mean, what do you do? How do you come back as Wars and Base right now?
The main thing that they got to do here is they have the Roche advantage with the Slardar ulti, so you have to just make sure that you're the team that's getting Roche every single time. Eventually, you're gonna get Cheese with the Aegis, so that's good. And you also have to keep playing to your team's strength, which is pick off. So mainly, you can't force these fights. Just try and buy time, give Clinks time to, you know, rat, do his thing. And mainly just avoid fights and try and get a pick off.
I think they're trying to do that.
Catch
right
them.
Now. And it looks like they're going to get the Beastmaster right away. And Viper down too. So there you go. Literally, right out of your mouth. Boom, materialized. So that is a nice way to get back in this game. So Clink's getting 3,200 gold already on him too. So the Rax disadvantage definitely not ideal, but they get that pick off there, and that's pretty huge. That's a lot of gold their way. Clink's level 17 already. Nice in the game by a decent margin, by at least 2 levels. So he's doing work here. He's got almost 2k HP too. All right, so
yeah. If Radiant does not come back to defend, this is a tower, possibly a Rax.
Viper has buyback, so they're gonna pop the glyph and try to wait it out. Try not to use them up now. But yeah, by the time they respawn, that's definitely a tower. And they can. I think they should back after this, honestly. There's no reason to keep on it. And there you go. There's the black dragon. God, that is an ugly looking dragon. So Chen's got everything he could need. Maybe a 4 staff or something later on to just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so Words and Base scouts out Roche, and with those two alone, they can take it. So, amp damage on there and Deso. Uh-oh. You gotta pause. I couldn't tell if they were having internet issues earlier, or if, I mean, they just kept dropping from the lobby, you know?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. The like whole team dropped at one
Yeah.
point.
A couple times.
But the Radiant is actually running through their jungle here, so I wonder if they know that Dire's doing Roche here. If they do, that's going to be huge.
Well, yeah, they have that observer ward right there, so they definitely saw him go in. But yeah, I mean, they have plenty of time to do it. Starter gets bashed again. Strafe goes out. He doesn't have that much attack speed though without the strafe, so they're gonna have to hurry. Oh, this
I
is
mean, they're
not
gonna
good.
get it, but this is still a fight that they should
Yeah,
take.
This is not ideal here. Slardar is absolutely done. Yeah. Oh, they did squander the. Oh my god. Just you have to make that play though, as Words and Base. You really do. You have, like you said, you have to get the Roche, but it just happens at the most inopportune time. And Klink's gonna buy back immediately. They're gonna try their damnedest to hold him back. Slardar.
Yeah, I think they tried to get a little too sly with only putting 2 heroes there. I think they should have rotated.
Slardar's buyback
And they
is still on.
possibly could have won.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Look at that. 2 ancient creeps. Oh my gosh. This is. Yeah, they're gonna try to pick up. Oh my gosh! Wow, they throw everything on the gyro, so he's out. He's down for the count. No ages to speak of on either side, as we saw it already get used. So if you're dead here. Slardar finally revives. He's gonna try to hop the glyph to try to buy a little more time for him to get in there. They might save the racks here. Oh my gosh, what a play! They fend him off. That is huge. And Lena's on the prowl here. Yeah, they're not gonna get anybody though. Yeah, alright, so Viper went for the S and Y, a little more fighting build as we're, oh my gosh. Horrible time to go jungling, my friend. Hand of Gods popped out, he pops his ult, but between those two you have no armor to speak of, so. There you go, there's your pickoff.
Yeah, that's the second time that this Viper has just gotten caught out, and Radiant needs to just stick together. That's what their lineup is built to do.
Yeah,
They can't be giving away these pickoffs.
Every time they deviated from that, it was resulted in multiple pickoffs, so yeah.
Seems like Radiant took a page out of Words and Base's name here.
Well, I got 2. It's kind of rude. Alright, so
But I think this Dazzle needs to go a 4-staff next. He went straight up items to keep Gyro alive, but if Gyro gets swapped and you can't get in there
oh yeah,
to
you
save
saw him
him,
just get
it's
blown
just
up.
really
He got
kinda-
swapped, gripped, and Lena ult right to his face. He was out. Butterfly
So I
finish on
definitely
the,
think Dazzle needs
gyro.
a 4-staff now, so then he could just get in there and save his buddy.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario for the gyro too. I mean, because he couldn't even get BKB off there. Like he just got destroyed. Granted, I mean you're using 3 ultimates to kill 1 hero, but it's a pretty damn good hero to kill. So not terrible by any means. So no more nets.
Yeah,
please.
without the without the call down, actually Radiant is in the same boat. They're mainly just single target.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too that we saw earlier. The call down in conjunction with Viper and everything that toxic douche hero does. They just couldn't get away. So this is round 2. They're gonna try to do the same thing to the gyro. They missed the LSA. Really early grave. He got worried. They're just gonna beat down the rags here. They're not gonna worry about heroes. Klink's has got to get in there, but it's just so hard with those ancient creeps. Alright, they're gonna try to take down the Viper instead since gyro's not available. Alright, so the blink in by the Beastmaster uses Primal Roar to try to take out the Beastmaster. Hand him so much heals! What do you do? Bane's gonna try to deny himself here, but to no avail. Only the Viper is okay. Bane finally goes down. The Rax is out, and they're going for Megas, and I think it's time to call it. Whew. And Lena's Slardar trying to make some moves here. Slardar blinks and crushes in, but there's so much sustain. There's really no moves here. I like to see the fight. Clinks goes down. No buybacks to speak of. And it comes back. Takes out the chin. They're fighting to the end. I like this. It's gritty. But Gyro's just so massive right now too. And that's Mega's.
Didn't make it. Dyer's mid tower.
They're trying here, but
Difficult to farm.
so much team sustain. Beastmaster's still alive somehow. He's in the middle of the fight for the entire time. There's a team wipe to finish it off. And GG
That's
is
GG.
called. My lord. Wow, I definitely did not see that your Chen's legit. Yeah, I definitely was not predicting that to happen. The Chen into the Beastmaster and just mass death ball, but it's nice to see something different though, right?
Yeah, a Chen is just like a Meepo. You don't expect it, but if the other team has a good player that can micro, it could be devastating.
Yeah, I mean and don't get me wrong, it was probably pretty frustrating just to see the Clinks run up and take out one of his creeps, but even before the Scepter and all that kind of stuff, I mean, he was very good with the Centaur stomps, making sure Slardar wasn't able to get around as much, helping to kite out the other heroes, so yeah, he definitely made it work, so take a quick break here and we'll get into game 2, kids.